issue number 5 of these vlogs. It's amazing right now because I just got out of the shower because I've taken up to showering in the evenings because I can. I'm doing what my sister probably still does. It's a good strategy because I'm worried about the other two guys who spend ages in the shower. So yeah, sorry Jess, it's kind of a good idea. Anyway, reason why I didn't film this Monday was twofold. One, I was absolutely shattered on the Monday evening because I only really got about 4 hours sleep the night before, so partially due to it being quite hot for some reason in October, and a bunch of mosquitoes in my room, which is always fun. So I was basically just sat in my room for like 4 in the morning just squashing the little buggers. But oh well. And unfortunately they have been getting at me with gnat bites and stuff, but they haven't really been itching, they're just there. So whatever. Anyway, and the other reason was because we got internet today. We actually have the internet, and the router is stuck in my room because it's the only place that it could have been plugged in, so it makes my room feel a bit more important than just being my little hidey hole filled with shelves. See, shelves are good. This is great. And yeah, things are looking up. It's actually starting to feel a lot more like home now that I can watch anime and YouTube in the comfort of my own bedroom without having to worry about doing management of my data, which I'm pretty much on like a gig and a half left until the end of the month, but that's fine. So I've got about 11 days to top that up. It's good. It's very good. But yeah, updates and stuff. Oh yeah, quite a lot actually happened this weekend. On Saturday, didn't really think I was going to do much, but luckily one of my workmates, Tommaso, you neckend, invited me to something called Milan Game Week, which is essentially EGX, but in Milan. For all you people who don't know what EGX is, it's the Eurogamer Expo, which is basically a place where a bunch of nerds gather in one building, play video games, wear cool costumes, and just generally have fun and spend a bit too much money and waste too much time waiting to play a game that isn't released yet. Just like what happened with me when I queued for about an hour just to play about 15 minutes of Titanfall 2, which was totally worth it. And all I can say about that game is maybe it will be good. Well, not maybe, it's definitely going to be good because I thoroughly enjoyed just the alpha I played. Maybe people will play it for more than a month this time, and maybe this time they'll learn how to compress their audio files. Because why is the game with the least amount of content the biggest thing on my friggin' hard drive? It's annoying, but yeah, which lovingly earned the title 60 gigabytes of uncompressed WAV files too. Hopefully I don't have to call it that, but who knows? Oh well. Might be 80 gigabytes. It's great. But no. Milan Game Week was awesome. Went to a very cool like Bavarian beer house thing which had some of the best food ever. Might have to go back there, and it was quite cheap as well. So, not saying I'm going to go there all the time because one, I like cooking food, and two, expensive. Milan's expensive enough anyway. But yeah, it's all good. I'm having a good time. Only problem is Howard's laptop can't connect to the Wi-Fi for some reason, even though he can connect to like Wi-Fi in like internet cafes and stuff, and it even has that problem at work. Like he actually has to hook up to Ethernet for it, which is a bit like directly connect to the thing. So that's very fun and interesting, but I just realised I'm filming this at like midnight, so technically I'm filming this on Wednesday. Bad Tom. But hopefully I'll get back to a regular schedule of filming these things. Yeah. I had a feeling I wanted to talk about something else as well. But no, I guess we can technically start taking on guests who want to spend a weekend here now. Technically, because I mean, we've got hot water, gas, And we have the internet. Creature comforts. They're important though. It's good. And I suppose, and also another thing that I found funny was like Chris was just like, "Oh yeah, the internet's crap here because it has to be connected here, and his room's like on the other end of the apartment." So they were all like, "You probably might need to connect yours to Ethernet." So that's fine. I mean, the box is right there, and I'll probably get the best connection out of the lot, and they can just hog all the Wi-Fi, which is great. So yeah, I can play Overwatch, World of Warcraft, all the fun stuff that require an internet connection, watch YouTube, and finally start rewatching, well not even rewatching because I haven't even watched it before, watching Cowboy Bebop because I haven't actually finished that anime. It's terrible, but I've been meaning to finish it because it's one of the best ones ever. And also I'm a sucker for like Western style things anyway. But there we go. Things are A-okay, and I was thinking of doing another thing just to add a bit of, like, just add like a little, hey, I've been liking, like, probably just so I can just like relate, like not really relate to people, just let you know a bit more about me, because I don't really talk about myself per se a lot. So I thought, what better? I thought an interesting way of doing that would probably just be every now and again just sharing a song that I like. I don't know, and I asked a couple of my friends, and they thought it was a pretty good idea. And yeah, I'll probably provide a link to it somewhere, or I might just say the title, and you can just find it yourself if you're interested. Anyway, let me go open up my iTunes just so I can find the name of the song because I can never remember the name. But for my first, let's just call it Tommy Recommends, I guess. I don't know. It is a house clubby type song done by Hardwell. For all you people who don't know him, he's a pretty snazzy, like, club music type person, or just, he kind of makes music similar to that of A-Track, it's got Avicii, only not as happy and upbeat. Avicii, what was he called? So many different artists. And half of the ones I listen to, no one really knows. But I don't know. It's like, Avicii, let's just actually look at the artist, that might help. Alesso, he's pretty good. Track. Atom, he's pretty good. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. The song, it's called Thinking About You, and it's done by Hardwell, and he features a guy called Jay Sean, who's a pretty good vocals in it. And yeah, it's a good song. I'm not really going to tell you why I like it. It's just upbeat, pretty snazzy, and I've basically been playing it on loop every now and again whenever I get the chance, because I always do that with new songs I like, and it's kind of a bad thing because it ruins it half the time. But there we go. Tommy Recommends Thinking About You by Hardwell, and it only really just got released, so show him some love, I guess. I don't know. Cracking. Didn't even mean to make that joke, but well. Anyway, this is Tom, and then next one will be Friday, I suppose, so yeah. Hardwell, Thinking About You, that's what it's called. Bye!